Good morning, traders. Gates Adams here with GACTradingPro.com. And welcome to another day and another week of trading. First of all, trading does involve risk. Make sure you know what you're doing before you do it. All right, so let me jump back over here. And I think we know all of that. So let's recap a little bit of last week. Last week, I actually had a pretty good trading week, all told. Nothing that would spur anybody to write home to mom about, but I was up overall for the week, which at this point in the process, I can say I'm pretty happy about. I made a few pretty big rookie mistakes last week. I was in a few trades that I absolutely should not have been in. Actually trading at times that I just really shouldn't have been trading at all, much less the specific trades that I was in. Sorry, that looked a little askew, so I thought I'd fix that. And from those, I pretty much learned some hopefully pretty valuable lessons. But all in all, was up $160 for the week. But the big thing that really was cool for me is, let's see here, I've won 7 out of the last 8 trades in a row. That to me means more than that final dollar number at the end of the week, especially, of course, because I'm trading sim. So ultimately, it looks like I'm on the right path. Now, of course, I have 2 mentors, and they have very different trading styles. Daryl is very much a grinder. He likes to take a lot of trades. Now, that doesn't mean he doesn't filter what and how he trades. It just means that, he's willing to take a different level of trades. So he's willing to take high probability trades, but they don't have to be absolutely perfect because he knows in the long run he'll get more trades, he'll be up overall, and he doesn't seem to have the negative psychological effects to losing a trade that most of us tend to have. I've known the guy for well over 20 years now, and it's really interesting. I've made a few comments over the years through this process about the way that his mind works, and it is not like anybody else I've ever known. But part of that really does seem to be he doesn't have this emotional attachment to one trade going bad. And I know I always have. I know most of the people that I know who have traded for any period of time have definitely had that issue as well, especially early on, which I think is pretty natural. But that's definitely one of the things that I'm working through and trying to get over. But the other is Lori. Now, they work together. They've worked together for, I think, over a decade now. She is super, super conservative in what she trades. She wants every trade to be perfect. This really started from the fact that she lives very, very rural and didn't really have a very strong or reliable internet connection. And quite frankly, she wanted to know that if she got into a trade and then her internet went out, her ATM strategy, her her automatic stops and targets would be solid without her having to manage them individually. So for her, she wants every trade to be perfect, which means she takes a lot less trades, but the ones that she does take, the probability of winning are significantly higher. And in addition to that, she has an opportunity to take bigger trades. Hold on, I'm going to jump into my feed here so I can see this little data interrupt with GAC trading. There we go. Okay. So anyway, so they're very much on opposite ends of the spectrum as far as healthy, successful traders go. Me, my goal and desire is to be somewhere in between. I don't feel like being that super, super conservative, only taking 1 to 2 trades a day consistently is necessarily the right path for me. But I can't be a grinder like Daryl. I just, you know what, I have to... that's the wrong one. I have to have some activity, but I need to see a little bit more of a general success because my confidence is still developing, and seeing things like winning the last here's today's winning the last, what did I say, 7 out of 8
winning
trades?
the last,
sorry,
here's today's.
Winning the last, there we go, sorry about that. That to me is where that confidence comes from that will help me continue to move forward and not second guess myself so much, which, I mean, I've gone full spectrum on this in the past where I was either not taking enough trades because I was terrified to get into a trade because my confidence was low, or I was taking too many trades because I just didn't have the wherewithal to apply certain filters to the process. So I would say last week was a pretty healthy measure of kind of cleaning everything up and putting myself in a better place. I'm feeling a lot more confident for sure. That's not to say that won't sway depending on how my trades over the course of the next few days go. But definitely having a little bit higher confidence level and just a little bit more pleased with the overall results of this past week. Not just in the actual final numbers, but really in what they represent and the lessons that I've learned and that I've been able to document. So that was pretty big. The other thing is that last week I was talking about, on Friday, I was talking about possibly taking a look at NQ. Man, it's been years since I've actually done a market replay, and I forgot that it doesn't have the smoothness necessarily of trading on a live market, especially on NQ that happens to be, a little bit faster moving. So I didn't necessarily get the ability over the weekend to play around with it the way that I had hoped to, which means that I'm going to stick with ES for today during the session that I'm actually trading. After I'm done, I'm going to probably put up on a secondary screen that I'm not necessarily going to be, I'm not going to be trading, because as I've committed, anything that I'm trading during this process, I'm going to trade live. I'm going to shut the stream down, but I'm going to have the chart open and just watch it. I'm going to watch the way that it moves, the pace that it works, just to be able to get a better sense of what it looks like to trade NQ. Now, the challenging thing is I'm not going to take the time right now to set up NQ on this workspace. I should have done it over the weekend, but I didn't. It's in a different workspace, so I'm just going to put that on after I'm done. And then I will probably go ahead and put NQ on my workspace so that instead of having YM over here in the background, I can have NQ on there so I can actually see it, not just see it trading live, because I'll do that this afternoon, but trading live during the hours that I'm actually intending to trade. So that will be kind of the next step for me. I think that there's probably a more of an opportunity in NQ. I'm also learning some additional trades that are going to involve a little bit more of that trailing process, which on NQ, the way that it moves, I think is probably going to be a lot more significant. That's moving into a kind of a next level commitment. It's almost $100 a month to get just the extra data to do that, which I'm not necessarily balking at that. I just want to make sure I do it at a time where it makes sense to take that on, because right now I'm still trading what I'm trading as I develop myself here, as I develop myself in this process. So there's just a lot of things going on, and what I'm trying to make sure that I do is not overdo one thing or throw away all of the gains that I've made in these scalp trades that I've been working on, but take the time to develop the other side, which is, those longer trades, the trades that have the opportunity to move, 10, 20, 30, 40 ticks. Those, obviously have a much, much higher level of appeal than, grabbing my 7 ticks with a 17 tick risk. So ultimately, right now where I sit, it takes 2.5 wins about to offset a loss. And that hurts, quite frankly, pretty bad when you do take that loss. So the whole idea is to move into another level where I don't have to win at a rate of 75% plus to be profitable, but to where it's a little bit more balanced and hopefully skewed to the other side, to where if I'm taking, trades that on average win me, 20 or 25 ticks with a risk of 20 or 25 ticks, well, then that means that my win rate really only has to be 50-50 to at least be break even. So that just changes the dynamic and increases my opportunity. Now, if I can still maintain a 75 to 80% win rate with those numbers, then that creates a completely different dynamic. So that's the process. That's where I'm going. But I have to do it in a way that doesn't break the momentum that I've built. So that's where I am today. So I will start playing around with NQ in off hours. I will not take any trades, sim or otherwise, outside of the scope of this live stream, as I have committed. So you'll see that my end of day results stay consistent. So when I finish today, tomorrow morning, that's where exactly where I'm going to start. Of course, I'm having I'm past the 935 threshold, but we're just sitting here in a pretty, uninteresting range. So as I sit here in Chatterbox. Now, all of that said, just a quick reminder, if you happen to stumble upon this stream and you're wondering what the heck I'm doing, and it doesn't sound like I'm offering any real guidance on how to be a better trader, and you're wondering why I'm trading live, well, that's because I don't have any guidance to offer you at this point. My guidance really is watching the process to see what's working for me if you're like me in a place where you're learning. And there's thousands of traders on there that have live streams that want to show you how awesome they are and probably try to pitch you their strategies or whatever the case may be. That's not what I'm doing here. The fact is that the percentage of people who start trading to those that become consistently successful, it's a very, very small percentage that do truly become successful. So to watch somebody who's where I want to get to, there's obvious value in that, but that's not to discount the potential value of seeing somebody go through the motions and not only learn and develop and become a better trader himself, but to also overcome some of the serious baggage that I happen to be carrying with me when it comes to trading. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about, if you go to my Facebook page, that's facebook.com/GAC Trading Pro. At the very top of the page, I have kind of my introduction to this process pinned up there, which really just goes in depth into explaining what I'm doing, why I'm doing it. But it really revolves around an experience that I had about 25 years ago that was just horrific. It was just such an incredibly impactfully negative experience with trading that it's 25 years later, and while I've actually tried to trade, trading's been a part of my world professionally and otherwise at various points throughout those 25 years. I was even a coach on a particular trading strategy, a very, very successful coach in terms of the facts that in terms of the sense that I was able to very aggressively and impactfully help my students to the point that they requested me. I couldn't take new students. I mean, it was kind of a thing. This looks like it has the potential to be a good opportunity here. Yeah, we've got all the keys here for a scalp.
Order submitted.
But the impact that it had on me really was to the point that while I could muster the ability to learn trades and execution and all the things that go into the mechanics of trading, I was never able to push past the psychological roadblocks that I had because of my experience 25 years ago. And it's really interesting to see that in theory I was good enough to teach, but which is not what I'm doing now. But in practicality, when it came to execution, I was a train wreck. I couldn't do it. I couldn't get there. So anyway, this looks like it might be a bad start to the day. Shoot. Well, that's a bummer. Okay. I thought we had that one, but no such luck. Probably should have focused a little bit more on what was going on, but I don't think that I would have done anything different. It just looks like it was just kind of a bummer. I mean, it was trying. There was a lot of confirmation there. But now, no winners there. Man, it looks like it just got me by a tick. I wonder if it's just going to jump back down and move down within that range. So, well, no, it's off and running back up. So, bummer start to the day, but we'll push through. At least it happened quickly. What really gets me is when you just have to sit there and watch and agonize over it for 10, 15, 20 minutes. Win or lose, that's painful. But this is what I was talking about. I'm down 212.50, and a win nets me 87.50. So it takes 2.5 wins to overcome that loss, which means that I've got to basically be 5 wins in to be up the equivalent of net 3. Really should be 6 if we want to get down to the actual number of ticks, but that's just, I mean, that might be asking a little much. I think if I'm up 3, including the one that puts me over back into that positive range, I should be okay with that. I've done that before. I think that's a good stopping point for me. That means I ultimately have to take 6 trades to end the day, which, I don't know, maybe it'll happen a little quicker today. The last couple of days have been very slow. I say the last couple of days. I guess it was really just Friday. Friday was really, really slow. Well, it looks like there is some force and thrust in that upward movement. So if we bounce down here, I think that we are looking at a solid area of retrace and heading back up. We'll see. It's getting kind of stuck right there around this red bar. Doesn't seem to know where it wants to go. Looks like it kind of wants to push through, which has the potential to give me an elevator, but I don't think I want to take it through another red bar, which obviously is an obstruction. Good morning, folks. Hopefully you guys are having a better start to the day than me. That's okay. Like I said, it was a little easier that it was quick. See, that's got some obstruction here. We already had a little bit of bouncing over here. I don't think I want to jump into that. Well, push past that one. Now we're at the dev. Let's see here. And it looks like we have a fair amount of room to move. And just let it roll. See, this would be one of those opportunities where I'd love to have an open trend trade. Just because there's nothing in the way. Look at that go. Look at that go. Maybe by next week I'll be there. That would suit me. Yeah, I mean it wants to throw all the components on there, but it's just sitting here in the middle of nowhere. There's nothing to push off of. And as much as I want to be in a trade to make up for that last loss, restraint, man, that's been a kind of a recurring lesson for me recently. So let's see what we get here. Maybe we'll just have enough of a retrace to where I can push back up into this very clear and open territory. Oh, you know what? I don't know why this keeps it. Oh no, there they are. I was gonna say, looks like I might be missing some information, but it looks like I'm not. It looks like there's none up here. It is just open season. All right. Where's my YM? I think all of these things just, forget YM. I'm going to take a look at this. You know what? Let's do this. Let's put the 30 tick, at least just the, oh, man, that's long. At least the immediate view. Ugh, come on. Now there we go. Well, that's just downright painful. All right. Okay. Maybe getting it to where it's going to go will help. Okay. There we go. Move that over a smidge. I don't need chart trader on there. Okay. So let's get current here. And yeah, see, same thing. Not a lot of, there's just nothing in the way. Man, we could even bounce back down here. I'd be happy to take it back up. All right. All right. Ah. I feel like I'm just missing out on something here. You ever get that feeling? You know what the solution is? Learn a strategy that allows you to take full advantage. Oh man. All right. What's $90 a month, right? I guess this needs to be a component of the next phase. half a deviation up here, that half level. Maybe that'll be an opportunity for a retrace. Because it is not showing any signs of slowing down. See what happens when there's no obstructions? Makes it look damn pretty, huh? All right, so let's see here. I want to do this. I think I want to do this. Mobile. And come up here. And let's do this real fast. And go, whoops, global. I think I have the wrong global selected on here. That global, okay. All right, so that will keep me at least seeing the same things on the chart. Okay, so as long as I'm here at the tail end, I should be good to see what's going on over here on the 30. 20, CS. I mean, that's just not a trend I want to fight. I want to go with it. I got to have an opportunity to do so. Oof. Okay. All right. All right, it's pushing off that deviation. So if I get the diamond or the X, I'm good. It's sort of pushing off the deviation. But it doesn't look like I'm going to get the X or the diamond. If I do, I might have to act quick. But no, it doesn't look like it. Nah, okay. No dice. Showed a little restraint there. We've got a little bit of hidden divergence here. It's not showing in the volume, but I'm not sure exactly what gives us this factor, but it helps at least identify potentially coming up. But popping down here as a springboard to shoot back up, I think is reasonable. Come on. Give me a little bit more to work with here. We bounce off of that. We get this over 125. We get all the other goods along with it. Yeah, let's see what she holds. Oh, we didn't even paint anything there. That would, I mean, it would have won, but I mean, that would have been hard to justify. It would have been impossible to justify, if we're being honest, which is why I'm focused on restraint. Definitely got the HD going. I'd like to see it off of a level, but if we get all the goods here, which I'd say it seems disinclined to do. Nah, no goods. Hey guys, thanks for popping in. Obviously, not starting off great with for the day, but definitely just geared up to do a little better. Hey, Ersh, happy Monday, buddy. Yeah, not a stellar start to the day, but I think we still have an opportunity to get back into the right place before we're all said and done. How about you? You doing all right this morning? All right. We are, oops, there we go. We need a mini magnet or a paw. Give me something to work with here, please. I would like to start moving here in the right direction, but it doesn't seem to want to. Yeah. I don't think it's going to give me what I need to take this potential retrace here. Technically doesn't need it, but in the interest of not being two and out. It's just not going to give it to me. I could take it technically, but in a second I have to use the word technically, I'm shooting myself in the foot. I mean, I guess it's still possible, but I don't think so. No dice on that one. We get all the right stuff going here. We could have an elevator. Feel a lot more confident going on a long. But definitely not yet. And then you got to quiet the voice that says C. You've got in your scalp. I need that voice to pipe down. That is no good for me. Whoops. That's not what I needed. All right. Need a little bit more volume to get there. Well, let's go ahead and be prepared. Okay, now where are my trapdoors? There we go.
Order submitted.
I think we're, I like this one. Pretty confident we'll get to the 125, which is just that much more potent. Getting closer. Well, let me be prepared to close this if my trapped orders don't show back up. Here it is.
Order filled.
Well, let's see where this one goes. This is going to be one of those frustrating ones, it seems. And you're going to want to set me up for an elevator, aren't you? For crying out loud. I don't like it. I don't like it. I'd like to not end my day on this one, so if you would kindly move in the right direction, I'd appreciate it. Within one tick. Come on, just end it now. Oh, come on.
Target filled.
Thank you. All right. Feeling a little better. For crying out loud. All right. See, we still have nothing going on up there. Nothing standing in the way. Oh. Ah. Oh. Yeah, we absolutely do. I did not see. Yeah. Yeah, Friday got funded. Oh, you got funded, dude. That's awesome. Sweetness, man. I'm fired up to hear that for you. 1 more 5, but now I need to get a payday. The account. Bro, I'm glad, so glad to see that. That's awesome. I think, depending on how today goes, if I'm up today, I'm a little early to start trading in my evaluation based on my targets. But I will pick up the evaluation because today is the end of, well, the big sale. And I can let it sit for a few days until I get there, which I'm perfectly okay with. You want to give me an elevator? That's hard to justify early in the trend, so I guess I probably shouldn't do that. Yeah, I'm going to need a retrace to get back in here. You give me the full thing here. Need an X or a diamond. And there's the X. I need to print a paw or mini magnet. But you're not going to give me one, are you? Looks like my feed is struggling. Huh. I wonder why. I think we're okay. Doesn't look like it's going to give me what I need. Yeah, okay, it's the right one. Let's do something here real fast. Yeah. Oh, you know what? Let's jump back and screenshot the two so far. While it's doing its thing. All right. Let me get that one out of the way. Let's. Oh, yeah. Let's. That didn't have anything to do with that trade. There we go. Okay, let's just have a quick glance, make sure nothing's going on that I need to know about. Clearly not. All right. And let's move this one down. All right. finally went. That would have been good. But, I mean, it would have won, but it wouldn't have been good. Change my verbiage. Well, come on back down here and retrace. We can bounce off of that. I can get happy about that. You know what? I'm going to clear YM out. Close. And close. Bet y'all liked that one. How did that not be? Anyway, whatever. Stop with that. Okay, so while it plays with that, let's see what we got going on here. Why is this? Let's copy her. Yes, plenty tick. Prints. Give me all the goods. It wants to. I mean, I say that. Where's my exhaustion? Looks like my stream is a little bit behind. Oh well, I think we're good. It's not going to give me what I need. Doesn't look like even close. Huh. I wonder if I'm lagging streaming it out or if I'm lagging streaming it in. Okay. Now we're talking. Or not. I guess it's just going to sit here and do this all morning. If it's going to be out there, it really just needs to be perfect. Otherwise, which means I need a cluster at the top, which where it's sitting at right now. I guess that in order to get it, it needs to fiddle around up there for a minute. Well, no, never mind on that. retrace to... Come on, man. Seriously. Dang, he's just not giving me anything to work with here. I mean, if we really retraced with an HD, don't know, man. Without a retrace, I can't get an HD. I can't get an ODD. Instead, I'm just stuck watching this thing move, knowing that without something, I'm kind of screwed here. Well, it doesn't look like it's going to give me what I need here. Okay, well, you gave me the damn cluster. I got no trapped Xbox. See now, pi and mini magnet right off the level. The flip side is we could get a real solid retrace here, get a better idea of what we got going on. All right. HD it is. Yeah, for crying out loud. I had too many magnets up there. I have to come down a little more. Another line will do. It'll get me out. Down to here. Then I don't have to fight through a new high or through those structures there. I guess if it's just losing steam, we could be looking at ODD, but this was a pretty big trend. I'd like to see that doubled. Unless, of course, your third bar is slinging me right off the deviation. Off a slew of levels. What the hell? That wasn't there. That was valid. Well, that's a bummer. Oh, that bums me way out. Alright. Potentially printing a paw. See, that was everything. Man. Alright. Okay. Clearly my attention is heightened. I hate those trapped orders though. Seriously, where's my box? Oh, that's why. Now I recall. Well, those babies didn't hold, did they? the exhaustion box. We need the trapped orders. And we need a whole lot of not that. Seriously. Okay. Now a red star, on the other hand, freaking killing me here. I mean, seriously.
Order submitted.
We got the cluster. Oh, no.
Order canceled.
Not without a new paw or a mini magnet. Clear your head, Gates. Get back in the game. Paw or mini magnet puts me in. Because that is a triple dipper. It's not going to do that, is it?
Order submitted. Order filled. Target filled.
Okay. All right. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Print one. Maybe the par of the mini magnet. I need the extra confirmation. But you're not gonna do that for me, are you? We're going to lose divergence here in a second. Okay, divergence is gone. But there's my paw. Eesh. Okay, what the bloody... It's an order print, but I don't know what the heck it is. Just one high after another, huh? I got no X, I got no diamond, I got no cluster. There's cluster. Prime Enduring X. I don't know what the heck that red line is, man. I don't know if that's good or bad to have that right after my target. Or indifferent. Okay, there's the X. Still need the cluster. I've got the cluster on the 30. So trapped orders on the high side. Cluster. Give me my trapped orders back, please. mags. I got no trapped orders. Are we selling Divergence on the next push? Yeah, I think so. Take a breather here. Yeah, Ursh. I remember how to say that right. It's trying to turn around. I gotta keep it positive here. Needed to come down a little more. Get an H. Oh, you're killing me here. Yeah.
Order submitted.
Fueled by the red star, no less. Coming off wall.
Order filled. Get a good fourth bar sling going too. Still want to see all the crap here. I'm somewhat protected behind that wall. Don't do it. Stop filled.
All right. And that ends my day. Uh, well, that was an inauspicious end. Well, what are you going to do? Sometimes it just doesn't go your way. So, down 250 on the day. 2 winners, 2 losers, 4 trades total. But a brutal, brutal beatdown in terms of totals. So, $20 ticks down. Yeah, I gotta shut it down after that. So, anyway, for those of you who popped in and came in and checked me out, I appreciate you guys very much. I love y'all. Hope you guys are having a better day than me. God bless. We'll see y'all tomorrow.